Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I haven't done a video in a while. Super busy during the season, and I just really don't have any time. I wish I had more time to make more videos, but I get a lot of questions of like, hey, what is your game day routine? Take us through, like, what do you do pre-game, before a game and whatnot. So I'm gonna make a video for you here today of basically kind of a day in the life of me from a groundskeeping standpoint, what I do prepping our field on game days. So one things I was able to get down here on Saturday. It's Monday morning when we have a odd Monday game day, non-league game today. So I was able to get down here on Saturday, and I was able to paint the deep foul lines in the grass already. So I don't have to do that today. So that was kind of a head start. And then one thing that I'm going to add today that I don't always normally do is I'm going to be rolling my infield this morning. We had a ton of rain last week, and so I just kind of want to pack that in here this morning since I have a little bit of time, and that's going to kind of replace me, you know, painting some deep foul lines, which I don't always do on game days anyway. Also, as I get closer to game time, the busier that I get, and so a lot of my footage as we get close to game time might be pretty scarce, so I apologize about that. But yeah, so here we go. I'm on my way to school right now. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I never am able to sleep on game days. My body just kind of like knows it's game day, and I wake up at like 4 o'clock, it seems, which I hate. I wish I was sleeping until my alarm. But that just never really happens on home game days. Just stress and excitement and adrenaline. And so yeah, so here we go. We're heading down to school, and hope you guys enjoy this. So here it is in the dark. We're starting our day. First thing I'm going to do is set my stuff down and sign in the office, and then we're going to start nail dragging. I'm probably not going to get a ton of drone footage today because just time purposes and stuff. I'm going to try to kind of do a lot of this on the fly, but if I can get the drone up, I will, just so you can kind of see a little bit more action footage from the top. So here we go. All right, sorry if this is a little crooked. My kickstand thingy here is busted, so we're gonna have to make do with this today. First step here, we're gonna be nail dragging this thing. I'm gonna nail drag it once before we roll, and just try to beat this thing up a little bit and try to get it leveled in. All right, so we got a little bit of daylight now, and I just got done nail dragging and smooth dragging. First question you're probably asking is, what is this freaking white tarp out here on my infield? That's my little growth tarp here. I should have done a video on this, what I was doing, but I had a big fungus issue around Christmas that kind of ate up a bunch of this area right in here, and I put in a bunch of plugs and just kind of recently tried to kind of get that back and try to get that to regrow. So I'll pull that thing here shortly and kind of show you what we're working with there. Normally, I would, like, especially if it was later in the year and it wasn't so freaking cold and also, again, wet, we got crushed with rain last week, I would be flooding this infield before noon. Being that the fact that there's really good moisture already in this infield skin, and the fact that it's so cold, and we're actually supposed to get a rain shower around 2 o'clock, hoping we miss that. We're certainly not going to be adding a bunch of extra water into our field this morning. We're going to replace that the time that I'm flooding, that I'm saving by not flooding, I'm going to replace with rolling. Again, to kind of compact this a little bit. So we're gonna go get our roller. We're gonna roll this thing. Normally I try to roll 2 directions. I'm not gonna have time for that this morning before school. We're gonna roll 1 direction. We're gonna get that tarp pulled. I'll show you that, and that's probably gonna be all the time I'm gonna have this morning before school. So nice little sunrise. Yeah, here we go. All right, so the very first thing that I do every morning is nail drag. It's the most important thing. Playability in my infield skin, that's where my focus goes in the morning. I'm always going to start off with that. Back in the day, when I was I guess more intense would be the right way. I don't want to use the word lazy. I would never put wheels on the infield. I would nail drag everything by hand. It would take forever. And as I've gotten a little bit older and wiser with my time, you see I put the wheels on the infield skin and do it with the gator. Saves me a ton of time. It still does the job just pretty much as well. If it's ever a little bit wet and there's any chance that I'm going to make any sort of divots with my tires or anything, I don't put the gator on it. I do it by hand. When my freshman and JV team, like if they have a Saturday game or a game day, and I don't have time to drag, or if I'm not here to drag for them, nail drag for them, I've taught them a technique with a rake, or I have two guys going with a rake, and they do it by hand. They kind of spike up that top 1/8 of an inch with the rake, and that works really well as well. I don't have time to really show that this morning, but maybe for another video. And again, just trying to get the infield skin dialed in with the moisture management. That's always my first priority, and then we kind of go from there. If we have time later, we will edge. I don't normally edge on game days. I try to do it the night before. Again, being that this is a Monday, and I didn't really have time over the weekend. I wasn't able to do it Friday or at all actually last week because, again, it was really wet and rainy, and I don't want to edge whenever my skin here, especially on the borders, is wet, because I don't want my edger to kind of like collect clay and compromise the integrity of my my lines there. So hopefully we have time later today. It's not going to be top priority. Again, playability over cosmetics is always going to be number one, but if we have time later this afternoon, we'll get some edging done. All right, so I got that whole thing rolled. I know your first thing that you're thinking is, well, Coach, I don't have a fancy roller like that. That's fine. Okay, skip that whole part. It's not something that I'm obviously doing every game day, as I mentioned before. Kind of a cool story, and maybe you could kind of relate, is I had, you know, a parent, and bless his heart, he's passed away since. Rest in peace, Ed Coscahuela. Great dude, great baseball family, really supportive. Every year after his son graduated for a couple years there, he'd say, hey Coach, what's one way that I can contribute? What's one thing that I can do to give back, to make a donation to the program? What's something that you need? And so what he would do for me is once a year, he would rent, I would actually rent one of those rollers. I'd get it from Sunbelt Rentals. I don't remember, $500 or something like that for like a weekend. So I would use it like once a year sort of thing. And then just got lucky and found that thing on Facebook Marketplace, which I'd kind of been looking for one for years. So it's not like it's something that I've had in the toolbox, you know, my entire career. So skip that part, obviously, if you don't have a roller, and spend more time just nail dragging and dragging. And again, if you can roll once a year, great. If you can find like a pull behind something like landscape roller, that helps as well. Compactor for the edges works as well for your baselines. We use that a lot as well. So we're gonna, next step here, I got about a little over a half hour before I gotta go teach. I'm gonna add a couple bags of Turfus to this skin and then try to nail drag it and smooth drag it one last time. And that's gonna lead us into school. When I nail drag, I just take my fertilizer spreader and I open it all the way up to the highest setting and just walk around with it, and that helps me evenly distribute surface across the infield. Okay, really light nail dragging, okay, smooth dragging behind it. Again, I know some of you guys are like, well, I don't have this fancy equipment. Any nail drag is good, any smooth drag is good. All right, here's a quick sneak peek of what's under the tarp before I head to class. You can see here my plugs. I had to do a bunch of plugging in there. Now it might look gross, but it actually looks about 700% better than it did a couple weeks ago. So yeah, there we go. I gotta head to first period and teach. I'll be out here on my nutrition break, which piggybacks into my conference period. But yeah, infield skiing, dialed in. I won't put wheels on this thing again the rest of the day. We'll have a couple smooth drags that'll go on later on, hand drags later. But there's where we're at, heading into first period. All right, nutrition break here leading into my conference. We're heading back out here to the field. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna edge real quick. I'm gonna go as quickly as I can through this because I'm a little limited on time. And then we're gonna be mowing, and then we're gonna get into some work after that. This here. Tell me when that bubble right there in the level's perfect.
Over here?
Yeah, right there in the middle.
Okay.
Hold on, I get 1 inch, and we're at about 3/4 of an inch, so we're a smudge high there. We should be at 2 inches here. We're at like 1.5 inches, so we're 1/2 inch high still here. All right, so we're a little bit closer there with the slope. We've kind of been working on it the last couple weeks. We've been a little high. This is Valencio here. He's my senior captain, my ace of my staff, and also my main mound guy. So we're just kind of prepping the mound initially here. We'll kind of do the finishing touches a little bit later, but just trying to get that slope to grade. All right, so with V's help here, he was just kind of scraping down some areas, just kind of shaping this all up real good, tamping this down, getting this how he wants it, so then when he comes back later, once we're out of class, he'll come in and do the finishing touches. He'll spray the logo, and I'll get some footage of that. I'm gonna make sure I edge around the, yeah, look at that. Definitely need some edging there. All right, edges are all dialed in, ready to go. I'm gonna come back with a leaf rake and just kind of clean up all the little debris and stuff a little bit later. I'm running short on time here. My conference period's just about over, and I haven't started mowing, which is fine. I forgot to mention that we have a weird 3:30 start time today because we're playing a Southern Section team. Normally we start at 3, so I got that extra half hour to kind of make sure I get stuff done, and I'll be out here during my lunch break as well. Which is one thing that I always forget to do on game day is eat. All right, the bell just rang. I gotta go teach fourth period. After fourth period's lunch, we'll be out here. We'll be mowing at lunchtime. And then after lunch, I'll be having, the kids will be rolling out, and they'll all kind of be assigned like pre-game jobs and stuff, and we'll kind of talk you through that stuff as we're doing it. So all right, so Coach and I are going to do a 2-man game day drag. He's going to go up and get the left side. I'm going to go down the baseline. I'm going to get the right side. It's kind of our game day pattern that we do. All right, I'll try to talk here while I'm doing my cleanup cut here with my drag. So we do this 2-man drag here. It's a game day drag that I learned from the Giants, hand drag, where we go more of a vertical angle on it as opposed to usually horizontal drag, so it just kind of helps contribute out and spread out conditioner a little bit. So
So yeah, we're getting closer. We're gonna drop some lines here. This infield skin is actually super dry right now. Again, because I didn't flood this morning. Again, we're forecasted to get like a potential shower here in about an hour. Don't know if it's gonna come through or not, but I just wanted to kind of do that as in preparation in case that did come. If it doesn't, we're still gonna put water in it with the hose pre-game. We'll just hit it a little extra heavy today. All right, so I got a bad shipment from Pioneer Paint, and so I'm using the softball paint and the softball liner. Bless their hearts here today, because my shipment of paint from them, the new shipment, hasn't shown up yet. So excuse my lines, they're not exactly perfect, but that's what we're working with here. We're gonna do the batter's box after pregame. So we got the two-tone batter's boxes ready to go at the conditioner. We'll take pregame and then we'll get the batter's boxes down. But that's where we're at here before I go change. So I'm gonna go get changed into my game uniform, and it's almost game time.
All right, guys, I'm spent. It's been a day. I think I started making this video about 15 hours ago. I just got home, got some dinner. Really productive day. We beat Newberry Park 10-2. It's a huge win for us, much needed. Field played great. We actually played through a little bit of drizzle. A couple innings drizzled on us, and there was no threat of playability or any issues at all. Footing was great. Everything played smooth. Field looked nice. Just all around productive day. I'm tired. I get a great workout in today. I always get a great workout in on game days. I never have to worry about being on a diet when I'm in season. I got 30,000 steps in today. Don't know how many calories I burned, but way more than I consumed. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, again, I mentioned this before, but leave me a like, leave me some comments, share this, subscribe to my channel. The more love that I get or interest that I get, the more motivated I am to make the videos like this. Feel free to ask me any questions, and happy to make some future videos for you guys based on what you want to see. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed.